And I'm just smoking on strong. I know you been feeling lonely. I know you want to do your own thing. And I've been smoking on strong, babe. I know you ain't been home, babe. I know you been feeling lonely. I know you want to do your own thing. And I've been smoking on strong, babe. I know you ain't been home, babe. I know you want to do your own thing. I know you want to do your own thing. And I'm smoking on strong, babe. All of my money like Robert De Niro. I'm eating the hair on. Smoking gelato. She know what it be though. All on the bar show. I'm there with the Bimbos. I ride in the Benzos. I ride in gelato. All in the Lambo. I'm worship the famo. She know what it be though. I'm on the north side. Bitch in the mile wide. Know what it be though. Average. I know you been feeling lonely. I know you want to do your own thing. And I've been smoking on strong, babe. I know you ain't been home, babe. I know you been feeling lonely. I know you want to do your own thing. And I've been smoking on strong, babe. I know you ain't been home, babe. I know you want to do your own thing. I know you want to do your own thing. She hit me on FaceTime. I tell her little bitch why. Tell her little bitch though. I let her go pie though. I let her on Sky though. She know what it be though. I hit her every day though. I've been busy though. Yeah. Bad little bitch in my car though. She is a bad little bitch in my car. I tell her little bitch, you know you a slob. I tell her little bitch, looking so good and your son so kiss and your sin look good. You know she from the hood and she all that bad wood. She know what's good and she know. I know you been feeling lonely. I know you want to do your own thing. And I've been smoking on strong, babe. I know you ain't been home, babe. I know you been feeling lonely. I know you want to do your own thing. And I've been smoking on strong, babe. I know you ain't been home, babe. I know you want to do your own thing. Reppin' the road, throwing dollars with my name on their toes. These studies are not me out. She put the seat back and I had to see bodies. Your little mama wanna start in the swallow me. Welcome to the check-in report, ladies and gentlemen. I'm in the building. Good to be here. You know, I haven't done a horizontal live. Actually, I think I did do a horizontal. I did a vertical live when I got back. So this is my first horizontal live since I've been back. Good to be back. Today's topic, we're going to be talking about Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris was honored at the NAACP. I believe she received the chairman award. Y'all ignore that sound. There's a little problem on my computer, but we're going to kind of warrior through it tonight. But she was honored at the NAACP, where I think she won the chairman award. She was honored. She gave a speech. And I'm going to be honest, I'm a little befuddled. You know, I don't know, why are we honoring Kamala Harris at the NAACP? Now, you know, the NAACP is no longer what it used to be. You know, at one point, NAACP was fighting for, you know, advancing Black people. They were very prominent and very, very on the boots to the ground during the civil rights era. But, you know, now they're just there. You know, we don't really see the NAACP doing anything of prominence today, you know, as far as advancing Black people. But, you know, they decided to honor Kamala Harris. And my question is why? She lost the election, right? She lost the election. She ran a terrible campaign, you know, and I'm not going to put it all on her back. I do want to blame Joe Biden. Joe Biden, he absolutely did a poor job in stepping down. He didn't step down at the right time.
And there were a couple of factors into why she did lose the election. I think generally I would just say she was just a bad candidate, right? I would just say she's a bad candidate, but there were some contributing factors in why she lost that presidential race. But my question is, why are we honoring her at the NAACP? This is a woman, respectfully, who has been on record, right, as a multiculturalist. She, as much as there's a sector of black women and black people that want to make her black or make her this black, strong black woman. This is a woman who's been a multiculturalist her whole life, right? Now, she may have said things in the past, or she may have gone to an HBCU college, but in reality, this woman has been a multiculturalist her whole life. This woman has been, she has an upbringing from an Indian mother, and respect to her mother. But this is not a black woman. And going back to what I said in terms of why are we honoring the failure, the incompetence, the obliviousness of the Kamala Harris campaign? Let's be honest here. As much as I want to kick in the backs of Joe Biden and all the things he did to hurt her, we also have to say that the Kamala Harris, they made a lot of faux pas as well. They made a lot of mistakes as well. Not sitting down with Joe Rogan on a podcast, that was a bad idea. Having Meg Thee Stallion and Glorilla twerk the little doodle makers on stage, that was a bad idea. Having Cardi B get on the podium and give a speech. We know Cardi B is not an intellectual. That was a bad idea. So, as much as I want to kick in the backs of Joe Biden and say Joe Biden is really the reason why she lost, we also have to say, well, listen, she made a lot of faux pas herself. Her campaign made a lot of mistakes herself. But the NAACP is deciding to honor this woman. And I don't understand why. If she won the race, if she won the election of 2024, then maybe we can say, okay, bring her out. Yeah, bring her out. Give her the award. Let's have all the pageantry. Let's do everything. Let's just have a big old ball. She comes out. Great. But she lost ultimately. Are we rewarding failure? Are we rewarding the incompetence of the Kamala campaign? Are we rewarding all of the mistakes and the nonsense that she did? Let's be real here. What are we honoring her for? She lost. She's a loser. And I'm not trying to be harsh. I'm not trying to be even kicking her back. And the facts is just the fact. She lost. And she lost in convincing fashion. It wasn't a close race. This wasn't a 50-50 race. This wasn't a race that it took a couple of days to call. This was pretty much this race was pretty much over by before dinner was over. Before we even got to the dinner tables, this race was over. So I don't understand why the NAACP decided to reward her or to honor her. I don't really understand it. I feel like there's a lot of prominent black people that could have been rewarded. A lot of prominent black people that could have been on that podium, that could have been rewarded and honored that night. But they decided to give it to Kamala. I don't know why, but it is what it is. So let's get into the speech she did. Let's see if do I have it here? Let's get into her speech at the NAACP. I don't know how many of you have seen this. I haven't seen the whole thing yet. It's going to be my first time watching it. I haven't seen the speech. I haven't heard what she was saying. I want to play it in full, and then give my criticisms last. So I'm going to play it. I'm going to play the whole thing first. Then we're gonna critique it. So let's play the Kamala Harris NAACP. I believe she won the chairman award, right? Salute to High Off of Life. Salute to High Off of Life. He's in the building. Salute to High Off in Life. Salute to you. Yeah, but I believe she won the chairman award, if I'm not mistaken. She won the. Let me just double check that. Kamala Harris NAACP. What is it? The chairman. Let me just make sure. I just want to make sure. I believe the name of the award is the Chairman Award. Yeah, the Chairman Prize. Kamala Harris receives prestigious Chairman's Prize at the NAACP Image Awards. So let's get into Kamala Harris's speech at the NAACP, where she won the Chairman Prize. Let's get into it right now. Is a lifetime member of the NAACP. Did she become a lifetime member in the last 4 years, in the last 10 years? When did she become a lifetime member? Let's continue. Anybody say the NAACP? It's always been the NAACP. I never heard anyone say the NAACP. That's very interesting.
Forward. Had no illusions about the forces they were up against.
I'm not gonna keep stopping. I want to let her talk, and I don't want. I'm gonna critique after. All right, so I'm gonna let this play out. Let's stop it right there. Now, let me give my remarks on her speech. It wasn't a bad speech. It wasn't a bad speech. She actually did. This is probably one of the better speeches that she's done. Not a bad speech, but clearly, what I think is happening here. This is what I think is happening. And now, correct me if I'm wrong, right? But this is what I think is happening here. I believe Kamala Harris is trying to put her hat back in the ring for 2028 election season. Kamala Harris, I'm gonna keep it a buck. You could do all the speeches you want. You could try to galvanize black women all you want. You're not getting a second chance. You lost in convincing fashion, girl. Do you honestly think the Democratic elites, do you honestly think the donors would put you back in that position after you got an ass whooping, a shellacking on election night? They're not going to put no money back into a Kamala Harris campaign. Let's be honest here, Kamala. And, you know, a lot of things that you said in the speech, Kamala Harris, let's be real. Let's tell the truth about the 2024 election and why Donald Trump is in that Oval Office. Donald Trump is in that Oval Office because you and Joe Biden did a terrible job running this damn country. Let's tell the truth. Let's tell the truth. All the galvanizing, all the, playing on people's emotionalism because they're mad that Trump is in office. Let's just tell the truth, Kamala. You did a poor job running the country. You did a poor job. You flooded the country with migrants. Billions and billions of dollars being allocated to migrants, not to education, not to building better infrastructure, not to building better schools, better hospitals. Not redistribution of wealth, not easing the pains of people's price of living. It all went to migrants, putting them up in high-rise hotels, giving them stipends. It all went to migrants because of you. You and Joe Biden doing a terrible job at that damn border, doing a terrible job at that economy. So all the galvanizing, all the, trying to play on people's emotionalism. Tell the truth, Kamala. You're not in that White House because you and Joe Biden did a terrible job. And people in blue collar, middle class, men and women, not just men, but men and women, made the choice of saying, do we really want another 4 years of the border being flooded, another 4 years of putting migrants in high-rise hotels, another 4 years of inflation, another 4 years of LGBTQ incentive? Do we really want another 4 years of that, or would we rather a 4 years of Trump? And people went into those voting ballots and they made their choice overwhelmingly. That's the story of the 2024 election season, Kamala. Who are we fooling? Who are we fooling? Who are we really fooling? And then, you know, when she talked about, you know, how, you know, you have the wealthy coming in, and no, the story won't be told by the wealthy or the. Let's take a look at the people who was, because, you know, the Democrats, you know, they try to be so slick. And they try to make it sound like, oh, it's only the Republicans. They have all these rich people backing them, and they have all these. It's turning into an oligarchy. But let's look at the billionaires that supported Kamala. Hold on, Kamala Harris, billionaires supporters. There we go. Kamala Harris has more billionaires prominently backing her. This is by Forbes. Let's take a look at this. Kamala Harris has more billionaires prominently backing her than Trump, Bezos, and Griffin weighs in. So Kamala Harris had more billionaires supporting her. They try to make it sound like, oh, it's the rich. I mean, okay, Trump has Zuckerberg, Bezos, and Elon, right? But generally, overall, Kamala had more billionaires backing her. But you want to make it sound like, oh, it's just the rich backing Trump. It's just the rich. But let's be honest here. Kamala Harris, you had the fastest. I forgot what it was. I think you had you raised a lot of money, and you actually burnt a lot of money as well. Kamala Harris, hold on. Record breaking. Hold on. Kamala Harris, record breaking donations. Here we go. Kamala Harris, record-breaking donation. Kamala Harris announces record-breaking $310 million July fundraising haul. What are we talking about? All of the money allocated, all of the money sent to you. Constantly texting my phone. Y'all remember my video when she kept texting my phone, blowing up my phone every 5 minutes? Send a donation. Did you send a donation to the Kamala Harris campaign? Send a donation. I said, no, mammy. You ain't getting none of my money, mammy. So who are we fooling? Come on, let's get back into your speech. Let's get back. Let's go through it and let's criticize some of the words that you were saying. Because you chairman, the name of it's the chairman prize. So I'm believing that's the chairman, and he gives the awards to the people he deems to give the awards to. Now, is Kamala Harris a lifetime member? Can anybody fact check that? Whether you're in the chat or whether you're watching this in the rebroadcast, can anybody look into that? Where can we look into Kamala Harris being a lifetime member of the NAACP? Where can we look into that? Let me see if we can Google this. Kamala Harris in lifetime NAACP member. When Kamala Harris was 6 months years old, she was already a member of the NAACP. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, when did she become a member of the NAACP? Stop it, Kamala. You know good and well you didn't want to be here at the NAACP awards. This was ultimately not the goal. The goal for you was to win the presidency. You absolutely did a poor job, a piss poor job. You lost the presidency. You didn't want to be here. Let's be real. You didn't want to be here. You wanted to be in that Oval Office, shot calling, balling, out there having a brat summer in the Oval Office. You didn't want to be here. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it. Let me stop you there. Kamala Harris, stop it. You took a job locking up niggas. Let's keep it a buck. That's what you did. If Kamala Harris was a public servant, right? A public servant, she would be a defense attorney. That's to me, that's you being a public servant, not you being a prosecutor, locking niggas up, throwing away the key. You don't care if the evidence is sufficient enough. You're going to make it fit. You're gonna make it substantial. You're gonna make the little bit of evidence there. You're gonna make it credible. All in all, your job was locking niggas up, throwing away the key, requesting the highest amount of years that you could request. You was not working on behalf of the people. You was locking niggas up. Let's keep it a buck. Come on. Doug in the building. Her husband Doug is in the building. He slapped a few women in the face. He gave a couple women some tune-ups in his day, you know.
Eternal vigilance is the price of liberty. The price.
When you really think about this, Kamala, and I'm gonna be stopping it because I played the whole thing in the beginning. When you really think about it, they did a terrible job running this campaign. They really did. Because I'm just looking at some things here, and some things, because this is the NAACP Image Awards, right? And I'm thinking, Kamala Harris, she has a husband that was slapping women. I think he has some type of domestic charge where he slapped a woman before. This is her husband. This is a woman running for president of the United States. She's the Democratic candidate, and she has a husband that's known to slap to give women tune-ups. You got a white husband backhanding hoes, giving hoes forearm smashes and right hooks to the gut. This is your husband. Then you add on top of that, remember, this is the NAACP Image Award. This is the woman running for president. On top of that, you do an interview with Uncle Luke, Mr. Doodoo Brown, a man who has made a career of being a misogynist. You sit down with him as the first woman running for president. And then you have Meg Thee Stallion come on stage at a campaign rally, shaking a little doodoo maker, little tight outfit, shaking that ass. All of this was just bad on the part of her campaign, just making mistake after mistake after mistake. Fire, 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 fire. Oh, hold on, y'all. Okay, I think, 1 second, y'all. My fault. I don't think I could play the, I don't think they're gonna let me play the clip anymore because I think NAACP owns that clip. I'm on here. I think I'm back. I'm back, right? Am I back, y'all? Am I back? Or is my stream stopped? Let me see. I think I'm back, y'all. Yeah. So I don't think they're gonna let me play the full stream again. So I won't play it again. But let me just put it up on the stream. Let me put it up on the thing. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Yeah, they're not gonna let me play the clip again. So let me put her up on the screen. Kamala Harris here. Yeah, so I'm just gonna. We already played it. I'm not gonna play it again because I don't want the stream to stop again. I think I'm back up. Am I back up, y'all? I don't see. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me just make sure because the stream did stall. Not stall, but they kind of kicked me off because I was playing the NAACP. I believe it's that footage is probably copyrighted. Yeah, I think I'm back. Okay. All right. So, in terms of this NAACP award, I think Kamala Harris is not deserving of it. If she would have won this race, I wouldn't have a problem with her winning this award. If she would have won the race, if she would have, ran a better campaign, I would have absolutely said, you know what, maybe she's deserving of it. I wouldn't have a problem with her winning. I wouldn't have a problem with her up there, doing what she's doing right now. I wouldn't have a problem with it. I would just say, you know what? She's deserving. She ran a campaign. She beat Trump. Let the woman win the NAACP award. But Kamala, she ran a piss poor campaign. Her handlers ran a piss poor campaign. And I don't think that she's deserving of it. the failures of the the Kamala Harris campaign. They made a lot of mistakes, and why are we rewarding failure? You know, why are we rewarding the failure? Like I said, if she would have won, I would have no problem with her being there. No problem with her taking that award. I think that would be a great moment. It would be almost like a victory lap for her. You won the presidency, then you show up at the NAACP Awards, you win the highest prestigious honor, you raise it up and you show everybody, hey guys, I'm in the office and I won. We beat Trump. It would have been a picture perfect moment for the Democrats. It would have been a victory lap for the Democrats. But the reality is, Kamala, you lost. You lost in convincing fashion. You lost terribly. The American people decided that you are not fit. They don't want no parts of you being in that office, in that White House. They made their choice, you know? And, you know, I think rightfully so. I mean, could you imagine a Kamala Harris ran United States? Think about what Trump is doing right now in terms of Doge, where he's looking into all these different agencies, seeing where the money's being allocated, where the money's going. Do you think Kamala Harris would have done that? Do you think Kamala Harris would have been going into these different agencies and finding out where all this money's being allocated? I don't think she would have done that. I don't think she would have had. I don't think she would have had the incentive to do it. I don't think she would have had the thought to do that. You know, she would have been, you know, doing, you know, business as usual, still burning money. We're gonna send another $30 million to Gaza for condoms. We're gonna send another $1 billion for LGBTQ incentives. It was just part of the campaign. It was a part of what she does. You know, and I just feel like Kamala Harris, her type of politician, it needs to be done away with. We don't want any more multiculturalist Democratic candidates. The next candidate that I want to see come out of the Democrats, I want to see somebody that's not a part of the old guard. I want somebody that's fresh-faced, someone we haven't seen before. I don't want to see them pull Gavin Newsom up. I don't want to see them pull up Kamala Harris Part 2, have her come up there and run another campaign. We want to see some new faces in the Democratic campaign. I'm talking about 2028 and moving forward from the Democratic chair, because I feel like the Democrats, they need to readjust. The party is looking old. The party is looking out of touch. The party is looking, they're not looking, it's not looking like an attractive party anymore. There was a point in time where the Democrats were the attractive party. You know, there was a point in time where they were the progressive, attractive party. We are far removed from that. And you know, the reason why they're no longer the attractive party anymore is because they've aligned themselves with things that people don't align themselves with. People don't align themselves with men being in women's sports. People don't align themselves with migrants coming to this country and using up the taxpayers' money and dollars on healthcare and having stipends. People did not vote for that. So that's the reason why the Democrats are no longer the attractive party, because they have aligned themselves with things that people generally, people that are taxpayers, people that live here, don't align themselves with. So they're no longer the attractive party. They need somebody that's antithetical to that. They're going to need somebody that's going to be a little bit more different, that's going to speak to the will of the people, that's going to be fresh face. We need fresh. They need fresh faces in the Democratic Party. It's an emergency. You know, it's an absolute emergency. And listen, man, you know, the Democrats, they're endangered. They're endangered of being an extinct species. The party's dying if they don't adjust to the times, adjust to the American people, adjust to the needs. If they're not willing to fight back on some of the LGBTQ things that, you know, like that community that LGBT community, it's not a majority of people that are in alliance with those ideals, right? It's not a majority of people that are in alliance with those ideals. And I'm not saying that LGBTQ people shouldn't have a voice, but I'm saying that there's the majority of people in America are not in alliance with those ideals that come from that community. Right? So I think that the Democrats have a lot to work to do. And if they don't work fast enough, if they don't work hard enough, they're going to be extinct. Nobody's going to care about the Democrats. Nobody's going to want to tune into the Democrats. Nobody's going to want to hear what they have to say. So that's just what I have to say. In terms of Kamala winning the NAACP award, I think it's a sham. I think the NAACP is a joke. When was the last time we've seen the NAACP do anything? Be on the front lines, boots to the grounds. They don't have a prominent voice. We don't know who the chair is. We don't know we don't know nobody at the NAACP. It's a sham. It's a symbolism, tokenism award and award show. Where's the boots to the ground? Where's the actual work? We don't know. We can't even say. So when it comes to the NAACP, I think the award is a joke. And it is what it is, you know, it just is what it is. But those are my thoughts on Kamala Harris winning the NAACP award. Let me know what you guys think. This is just a live. I'm going to talk about it a little bit. I may have to edit this video because I saw it was a little bit, they had cut the stream at some point because I believe I was playing some video from the event. I believe the event, BET actually recorded the event. So I think I may have to deal with Viacom and BET. But in the event, let me know what you guys think of this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And I will see you guys another video, another time. We are out. Y'all guys have a good night and a good weekend. Oh, and a good week, actually, because today's Sunday. So have a good week. And I'll see you guys another live. We out. Toodles.
These studies announce me honestly put